ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਭੋ ਸੂਤਕ ਪਰਮ ਹੈ, ਦੂਜੈ ਲੱਗੇ ਜਾਏ। ਜੰਮਣ ਮਰਨਾ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੈ, ਭਾਣੈ ਆਵੈ ਜਾਏ। खाना पीना पवित्र है, दे तौन रिज़क संभाहे, नानक जिन्हीं गुरमुख बुझिया, तिना सूतक नाहि. So Sutak, we have with Vaiguruji's Kirpa, Maharaj has mentioned about this Sutak. It is followed till date. What is Sutak? Sutak is when the baby is born. In older traditions, in different cultures, they believe that the lady becomes impure. And not just the lady, the kitchen becomes the impure, the full house becomes the impure. And in the older days, Brahmins never used to eat in the house of that person where the life or death has happened for 13 days. There's a time period for 13 days. They believe if they don't do a puja part and all the worshipping and prayers, the whole house, whole thing is impure. Even unfortunate thing is that even today, even in some cultures within Sikhism also, they still believe that. And somebody dies and all, they don't cook a food. The food comes from somebody else's house. Somebody's born, they don't cook a food. The food comes from somewhere else, right? Because they believe everything is impure. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Kabir Sahib, since Kabir Sahib, Maharaj talked about the Sutak a lot. That's why Maharaj is here, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying, Sabbo Sutak Param hai. And really the Sutak is your doubt, your mind's doubt. Duja lage. That's why you have this duvida in your mind. Jamman marna hukam hai. Everybody has to born, has to die. It's a hukam of Vaheguru. Pane ave jaye. It's a pana of Vaheguru. Khana pina pavitra hai. And then nothing becomes impure if somebody is born or dead. It's a part of the life. Deton rizak sambahe. Nanak jinni gurmukh bujya, tina sutak nahe. And if they are the gurmukhs who understand that everything is pure in the hukam of Vaheguru, they will never have the sutak in their mind, because really what sutak is, we'll discuss that later half. But this is a story of Kabir Sahib. Kabir Sahib, when everybody thought he got enlightened and all, and people were complaining a lot about him, right? He said that he's changing the rules of the game. His uh, guru is Bhagat Ramanand and Ramanand practiced Sutak and all, but he didn't practice Sutak. Meaning, what does that mean, practicing Sutak? Meaning, Bhagat Ramanand was not eating the food from the houses of the people where the kid is born and all. So he believed in that ritual of Sutak or the concept of Sutak. But Kabir Sahib was found eating at the house, one of his friend's house, where the baby was born, and everybody was complaining about it. And this Shabad, next two Shabads, which we will, with Vaiguruji's Kirpa, do a Vichar, came from there, right? So now, he said, Kabir Sahib is saying here, Kabir Sahib is saying, Ab moko paye Raja Ram Sahai, Janam Maran Kat Paramgat Pai Rahau. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ now my support and savior is only Vaheguru, my king, my lord, my Ram, not the Ramchandra, the Ram, which is the Nirankar Vaheguru, the formless Vaheguru. He is my help and support. Janam Maran Kat Paramgat Pai. And what he has done is, he has taken me out of the cycle of life and death. He has made me Mukat. With Vaiguruji's Kirpa, I am above these rituals which people follow in this world. And how he did that, how Vaiguruji did that, Ab moko pae Raja Ram Sahai, Janam Maran Kat Paramgat Pai. Paramgat is the Chautha Pad. when we go above the Trigun Maya, when we go above the doubts, Rahao, Sadhu Sangat Dio Ralaye. And with Vaiguruji's Kripa, Vaiguruji has given me a Sachi Sangat, the true congregation, the Sadhu Sangat, the Sangat of the saints. When I am in Sadhu Sangats, these rituals, these worldly things don't touch me. These beliefs, these doubts will not touch me. These doots, these five thieves will not touch me. Sadhu Sangat Dio Ralaye, Panch Doot Te Leo Chadaye. Now, these five thieves, lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego, they cannot touch me. They have left my mind permanently. Amrit how? Amrit naam japo jap rasna amol das kar lino apna. Kende with the Vaiguruji's kirpa, that Amrit naam which is there inside me, now I can taste that Amrit naam. नौनिद अमृत प्रभ का नाम देही में इसका विश्राम. Guru कह रहे हो that नाम अमृत is in everybody, in that sukham body, in that subtle body which we have, the invisible body which we have, which is actually the real body. That Amrit Naam, that Atam Ram is in everybody. The light of Vaiguru is in everybody. And Kabir Sahib is saying, I have experienced that. How did I experience that? Amrit Naam Japo Jap Rasna. I came in Sachi Sangat, Sant Sangat, and what did I do? Sant Jana Mil Harjas Gayo, Kot Janam Ke Dukh Gvayo. I started chanting. Japo Jap Rasna. Rasna is the tongue. Amol Das Kar Lino Apna. Now I have become a slave of my Guru, slave of Satguruji, slave of Vaiguruji. Amol Das. Nobody can put in older days, in every culture, you can buy the slaves. There used to be a bid and a rate for every slave. In older days also, in Indian culture also, and we have heard about in Western culture also, how the blacks were the slaves. So everybody, they used to bid for the slaves, right? In those days. That's why the MLK movement happened in here in America and all, right? Where they said that human beings cannot be the slaves, right? So they were treated, the slaves were treated like animals. Just like if you go today also in India or everywhere, especially in the Asian countries, you go to a market where they are selling the cows, you have to bid for a cow. You have to bid for some animals. And same thing happened to the human beings also. But Maharaj says, I have become a slave of Vaiguru. I have become a slave of my Ram, Amol, but nobody can put a value on me. Nobody can give money for me because the money, Vaiguruji has bought me. I have become a slave of Vaiguruji. I'm a slave of Vaiguru, so nobody can buy me from Vaiguru. Amol Das Karlino Apna. He has made my slave. He has made me his slave. Satgur Kino Parupkar. There's so much grace, so much kirpa, so much blessing has Satguruji done on me. Satguruji as in Vaiguruji. Satgur Kino Par Upkar. Card lean Sagar Sansar. Now I don't have to worry about this Maya, this Sansar Sagar, this Pav Sagar, this fearful ocean, this Maya, Dragon Maya. He has taken me out of the Dragon Maya and has given me Paramgat, the Chotha Pad. Card lean Sagar Sansar. How? Charan Kamal Syo Lagi Preet. What is Charan Kamal? Charan is the feet. Kamal is the lotus feet. Syo Lagi Preet. I have fallen in love with the lotus feet of Vaiguru. What is the lotus feet of Vaheguru? It's his naam, it's his shabad. The shabad is the Charan Kamal. Charan Kamal Syo Lagi Preet. That I've fallen in love with that. Gobind Basai Nita Nit Cheet. Now in my chit, in my remembrance, I always remember Vaheguru 24/7, and then day and night, all the time. I remember Gobind. Gobind has anchored means one Vaheguru. Gobind Basa, mere man ch vas gaya. Vas mere Govinda, vas mere pyarya. Gobind Basa, Nita Nit Cheet. Maya Tapat Bujya Angyar. And then now I don't have this Rajogun also. This Agan Sagar also. There are three sagars mentioned, three oceans mentioned in Gurbani. One is a big sagar, second is a Agan Sagar, and the third is a Sukh Sagar. Big sagar is lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego. That the lower one, very, very lowest one. First, if somebody is in the big sagar, it is very, very difficult for that person to come out of that. And if somebody dies in that Agan Sagar, and we'll discuss more, but high level is they will get that kind of a reincarnation which is under the earth, basically in the water, in the Patal Lok. And here Maharaj is talking about which Maya? The Agan Sagar. Maya Tapat, which is a Rajogun, which mostly is associated with hopes, desires, wishes, anxiety, depression. Maya Tapat Bujya Angyar. And that tapat, that anxiety, that depression, Vaheguruji has taken me out of that. How? My man has become santok. My mind is now in the Sukh Sagar. Mind is now content. Mind is not asking for the new things. Man santok. In my mind, I have santok. Man has a syari. In my mind, I have a santok. Man santok naam adhar. Because my support is the naam. And I have become the, because of this naam, because of the support of the naam, because my food is the naam now, my mind is now, has no desires. Mind is in Sukh Sagar. Mind is content. Jal thal pur rahe prabh swami jat pekho tat antarjami. The one Vaheguru which is in the jal, which is in the water, which is in the thal, which is in the ground, in the earth, jal thal pur, and the one who is living perfectly everywhere, rahe prabh swami, which is everywhere, wherever I see. Now, wherever I see, I actually see him. I actually experience him. It's not just the feeling, it's an experience. It's an anubhav. Jat pekho tat antarjami. The antarjami is the one who knows what goes in our mind. That antarjami Vaheguru, the Nirankar formless Vaheguru, I experience him everywhere because he is inside me, he's outside me. I see him everywhere. Apni Pagat Aap hi Dradai. I was not capable of doing a prema bhakti, the devotional worship, the bhakti of love. He himself did that to me. He gave me that bhakti. मैं भक्ति नहीं सी कर सकता. I had no value. And he gave me, he made me Amul. Amul Gun, Amul Vapar. He gave me all those gun which he had. And he made sure that I also do the bhakti. Purab likhat milya mere pai. And because of his kirpa, because that kirpa which I was not utilizing in every birth, I was failing in every birth, but this birth I have been successful. That lake, that account, it is there in everybody, but some fail, some pass. With Vaheguruji's kirpa, with the naam, with the shabad, when we merge in it, we pass. Purab likhat milya mere pai. Jis kirpa kare tis puran saj. His kirpa, without his kirpa, without his grace, without his blessing, I cannot meet. But with his kirpa, that task has been completed. This Puran Saj, Kabir ko Swami Greeb Nivaj. And he helped all the poor souls like me, not poor just because of the wealth, physical wealth, poor because of the innocence, because lack of the wisdom, or lack of the Brahm Gyan. And when he was writing this, because people were questioning him, why did you go to that person's house who was the house was under Sutak? Because his baby was born. Why you went there to eat the food? He says, my Vaiguru, he don't see a difference between whether somebody is dying or somebody is, some family has a death, some family has a birth, or some normal things are going on. He don't differentiate. Why should I differentiate? Kabir ko Swami Greeb Nivaj. He helps griefs, the poor souls. He helps everybody. Why should not I do it? Jal hai sutak, thal hai sutak, sutak upat hoi. And if you're talking about sutak with me as an impurity, if you think that the some impurity happens when somebody is born, when somebody dies, then everything has a sutak. Jal hai sutak, thal hai sutak, sutak upat hoi. In the everything, there is a sutak. And Guru Pyareo, Guru Nanak Dev Ji also has talked about the sutak in Asa Ki War, which we were discussing one of the Shabad. Maharaj says, Jekar sutak maniye, sabte sutak hoye, gohe ate lakdi, अंदर कीड़ा होए जेते दाने अन के जिया बाज ना कोए पहला पानी जियो है जित हरिया सब कोए सूतक क्यों कर रखिए सूतक पवेर सोए नानक सूतक एव ना उतरे ज्ञान उतारे तोए. Maharaj is saying that if you believe in impurity, then everybody is impure. The impurity starts with the fuel. In older days, they used to use, the cow dung as a fuel in the cooking. Maharaj says, Gohe ate lakdi as in wood, andar kida hoye. It also has impurity. It also has insects in them. There is a kida in there, right? Everywhere there is impurity. Jete dane anke. Even the wheat has also what it has also, even the corn or a wheat or anything you eat, it also has a life. Pehla pani jio hai, jit harya sab ho. Even the life begins with the water. Even water also has a sutak then. Sutak kyo kar rakhiye? Then everything will be pure because everything has a life. It starts with the life. Jal hai sutak, thal hai sutak, sutak upat hoi. Same thing Kabir Sahib is saying. That there is an impurity everywhere. You go anywhere. Impurity will not change based on somebody is born, somebody is dead. Janame sutak, muhe fun sutak, sutak paraj begoi. And if you believe in that, then everything has all the time impurity. The pollution is there, the impurity is there in every being, and not just at the time of birth and the time of death. It is there all the time. Janme sutak, muhe fun sutak, sutak paraj begoi. Can they all the time there is sutak? Impurity is there. Kahore Pandiya, oh Pandit, why you have made these empty rituals? Kahore Pandiya, Kon Pavita? Who is pure then? Nobody will be ever pure because purity and is different. Because Guru Pyareo, we have to take a hygiene, keep a hygiene. We take a bath in the morning. It is because of the hygiene. It doesn't mean that we have become pure. Our mind is ganda. Our mind is filthy. And we read that in Japji Sahib also every day. Every day Maharaj teaches us, Pariye hath pair tan de, pani tote utras ke, moot pliti kapad hoye, de sabun liye o toye, Pariye mat papa ke sang, o tope name ke rang. The problem is we are looking into our body, but what about the mind? All these thoughts which we have, all these furne which we have, which is making us ganda, filthy, the thoughts of lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego. Kabir Sahib is questioning the Pandit. And they, who is Pavitra? If I take a bath from outside, and what if there are bad thoughts going on in my mind? Maharaj says, take the wisdom, the spiritual wisdom, not the worldly wisdom. Worldly wisdom says, okay, take a bath and you will be pure. There will be no bad smell which will come out of your physical body. But what about the bad smell which is coming, the stinking smell which is coming from your mind? Aisa gyan japo mere mita. Oh, my friend, that spiritual wisdom, take that spiritual wisdom which will make your mind pure. Kaho re Pandiya, kaun pavitra? Who is pure? Only the one who will take the spiritual wisdom, who will connect with the Shabad, with the Naam. Aisa Gyan, Japo. Gyan has anchored here. That Shabad, that Gur Shabad, Japo, kende Japlo. Mere Mita Rahao. Nano Sutak. Otherwise, our eyes are Sutak because we use these eyes to see bad things, to see these bad videos and all. Nano Sutak. We look at the people and judge people, not just sexually, in every way, shape, or form. We judge people with our eyes, with all these senses. Nano Sutak. Beno Sutak. Sutak Sarvani Hoy. Can they, through our eyes, through our Beno means through our words. Our words are also impure. We use the bad language. Nano Sutak, Beno Sutak, Sutak Sarvani Hoi. Within our ears, we listen to these Sakat Geet and all these things. We listen to the Nindya Chukli, gossiping and slandering. That also makes our mind Sutak, impure. Uthat, Bethat, Sutak Lagay, standing, sitting, all the time. We are getting into the impurities because what we do whole day. Somebody was telling me yesterday, some Gurumukh Pyare, I was talking with the Gurumukh Pyare. They said when they are in Sangat, everything is good when they do Simran, but as soon as they go in the work, then all that gossiping, all that slandering, all everything starts coming in. We all become impure, our mind becomes impure. That's why in Gurbani Maharaj says, day and night, remember Vaheguru, all the time, through your eyes. And we will learn in the upcoming camp, which is tomorrow, starting tomorrow, Houston camp, how to make our eyes pure, how to make our ears pure, what to do with our ears, what to do with our eyes, what to do with our rasna. How can we make ourselves pure the whole day? It's not by if you have taking if you're doing a brush, you are pure. Yeah, it is good for the hygiene, but that doesn't mean your mind will become pure. If you wash your eyes, yeah, it is good for the hygiene, but it doesn't mean your eyes are pure. Maharaj says, E netro mereo har tumme jo tari har bin avarna dekho koi. Don't see anybody else other than Vaheguru with your eyes. A sarvano mereo sache sunne nu pataye. With your ears, only listen to such Vaheguru. Uthat baithat sutak lagay, sutak pare rasoi. Rasoi as in kitchen. In old days, we all used to call it rasoi. Now people call it kitchen and everything. But where you cook the food, that area was called rasoi. Why rasoi? Because it comes with the word ras. It comes with the word rasna. Basically, you are treating your tongue, right? You are giving the tongue, and you become. Maharaj says there is a food for the mind. There is a food for the body. Food for the body is which we eat. Everything, anything which we eat is the food of the body. These rotis or pizzas or burgers, whatever. But the food of the mind is the naam. Uthat, baitat, sutak lagay, sutak pare, rasoi. Everything is sutak, impure. फासन की बिद सबको जाने छूटन की एक कोई. And everybody will tell you how to get stuck in this maya with these empty rituals. Do this, don't do this. You have to do this. Everybody will give you this gyan. Ah karo, oh karo. And this is all, these all rituals which have been made are made so that your mind is stuck forever in the maya. Nobody tells you how to get away from this maya. And there is only one way. There is only one way to get liberated. That one way is to don't focus on these empty rituals, only focus on one Vaheguru, only focus on one Naam, one Shabad, Fasan ki bid. Sabko jane. Everybody knows the technique on how to get stuck by judging others, by complaining about the things, by rituals and everything. But liberation will only happen when we will connect with one Vaheguru. Keh Kabir, Ram Hriday Bichare. Can they make sure you contemplate, do the Antargat Simran, see inside you whether you are pure or impure. Check yourself out inside. Keh Kabir, Ram as in Vaheguru, Ram as an occurred, one Vaheguru, Ram Hriday Bichare. And they contemplate, japo, Antargat Simran karo. Do the Antargat Simran, Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Inside, in your mind, through your mind, chant through your mind, listen from your mind. Sutak tine na hui. And then the impurity will go away. If you will do Antargat Simran, Antargat Tirath Mal now. Take a bath inside. That Tirath, that pilgrimage is inside, then only that Sutak will go away. Because you must have heard about it from your ancestors or from your grandparents or from your parents. When in India, when they go to somebody's funeral for the cremation and all, they always used to take a bath after that. They said, oh, we are impure now because we went to the funeral. And they will even take a head bath also, hair bath also. From top to bottom, they will take a bath. Maharaj says, your sutak will be still there. You will be still impure. Impurity will not go away just to take a bath. The impurity will go away when you will do Antargat Simran. Keh Kabir Ram Hriday Bichara Sutak Tene Na Hoi. Then only the impurity will go away. Hanji Guru Pyareo, opening it up for any questions on this lecture, on this vichar. Kabir Sahib always challenged the rituals. Guru Nanak Dev Ji always challenged the rituals happening in the society. And unfortunately, people call themselves Sikhs and these rituals still exist in our society. Aao ji, koshish kariye so that we can come out of these rituals and we should connect with one Naam, with one Shabad. Anybody has any questions, Guru Pyareo? We have a camp tomorrow. You're most welcome. We are not 100% sure if we are going to stream it live or not. We will know tomorrow. But if you can come, camp starts tomorrow in Houston, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 19, 20, 21st. Aao ji Guru Pyareo, Simran kariye. Wah, tummy in, listen to your voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your voice. Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru. Seva kar lo ji Gurmukho. Wah, Guru.
Wah, Guru, 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 Wah, Guru Vah 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 Guru अंतर्गत हो जाइए जी। मन ही बोले मन ही सुने। हम अवगुण परे एक गुण नाही, अमृत छाड़ बिखै बिख खाई, माया मोह परम पै फूले, सुत दारा स्यों प्रीत लगाई। एक उत्तम पंथ सुनियो गुर संगत, तह मिलंत जम त्रास मिटाई। एक अरदास पाठ की रत की, गुरु रामदास राखो सरनाई। एक अरदास पाठ की रत की, गुरु रामदास राखो सरनाई। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਾਫੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।